Hi, welcome to my channel, Asitgets. My name is Asriel. Today I will be giving you guys 7 tips on how to manifest your heart's desires. Now I'm just going to jump right into it. Tip number 1. If you are an adult, you don't have a guardian, you are responsible for everything in your life, know that your situation that you are in today, the state of your life, your thoughts, your feelings, your mood, know that that has everything to do with your past thoughts and feelings. I know that's something you don't want to hear, especially if things suck right now for you. They're not going your way. I know that's the last thing you want to hear, but that is just the cold, hard, brittle truth. You need to understand that your subconscious mind records everything, no matter if it's just your thoughts, your feelings, or actions. And it also puts into play of whatever you attract. You definitely get back what you put out. The law of attraction is real, and it does not matter if you're putting out bad or good. You will get back everything you put out. So that is good, bad news. So remember, your thoughts and your feelings definitely help to manifest your experience. You can make that work for yourself. So you think good thoughts, you feel good feelings, know that you can start pulling in whatever you desire into this physical realm. Tip number 2, you have to feel what it would be like in order to have your goal. If I were you, I would focus on one goal at a time. I've tried focusing on 5 different goals at one time, and I find that I would halfway obtain them all. And once I decided to focus on one goal at a time, I find that it's much easier to manifest it into my life. It's very important. Like, let's say you want an X amount of money, an X amount of income. You need to feel like you have that income already. Don't just think about it. Don't just want it. You have to feel it. Every single day, try to set aside just 2 to 5 minutes, and you can do this as many times a day as you like. But if you're just starting this, just 5 minutes once a day. You need to set some time to yourself, a nice and quiet space for yourself, and really sit down and think, what would it feel like to have $1 million? First of all, I'm pretty sure your posture would change. You won't be slouching or whatever, because you're stressed out about your current situation. You would sit up, just feel, everyone is different. $1 million can make each person feel different. So you really need to just sit back and really close your eyes, and with your mind's eye, see what would you be doing with that $1 million. You know what I'm saying? And really get into that feeling. If you can't feel it, it's not going to manifest for you. Your subconscious mind is not going to manifest it, bring it into fruition if there's no emotion behind it. Emotion is the big kicker. Now, step number 3. Once you get the feeling of whatever goal you want to obtain, you need to behave as if you already have it. For an example, if you want to become an entrepreneur, you want to be your own boss, and right now you have a 9-to-5 job. I'm not going to tell you to quit your job right at the drop of a dime, because us adults, we have responsibilities. We still have bills to pay. If you have children, you still have kids to take care of. So do not quit your job at a drop of a dime. However, what you're going to want to do is try to set aside, start out small. Don't beat yourself up, because becoming an entrepreneur is a lot of work. You make your own hours, which is beautiful, but at the same time, you're constantly working on your projects every single day. So what you want to do is at least set aside an hour to 30 minutes a day of whatever you want to be an entrepreneur. And no matter if it's a filmmaker, a model, a clothing designer, no matter what it is, you need to set aside every single day an hour to work on your projects, make a blueprint, really try to sit down and figure out, okay, what is your business plan? What direction do you want to go into? No matter what that is that you're going to manifest. If you want to manifest more money, behave in a way. With more money, there's more responsibilities. You're going to want to wake up an hour earlier than you would. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to definitely want to behave as if you already have it. Now, step number 4. You're also going to want to release and remove that negative internal dialogue. Those limiting beliefs has to go. In this society, specifically America, I've spent majority of my life living in America, so I'm gonna talk about America real quick. This society definitely does not teach you or applaud you for having your own mind. There's definitely a cap for everyone in this society. Basically, if you let America tell you you are here to just pay bills and die. The American dream is the white picket fence, your little puppy, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but nothing beyond that. You're making just enough to pay your bills and maybe take an annual vacation. That's it. And if you're wanting more than that, you're out of your mind. It's unattainable, blah, 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 blah. And because of that, a lot of people do believe that there's a certain cap, they're happy with just their 9 to 5 and just paying bills and dying, living paycheck to paycheck, because America will lead you to believe that's it. That's it for you. Therefore, in your subconscious mind, you will sometimes get that negative internal dialogue, like, you're wasting your time. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to come back to that simple fact, because that negative internal dialogue, if you let it get to you, it will stop you from doing steps 1, 2, and 3. Like, how are you going to be able to feel as if you already have it when you have that little chit chatter in the back of your mind, like, you will never be a millionaire, or you will never be a successful entrepreneur? Who do you think you are? You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to really calm that down. Everyone has their own way of getting rid of that negative internal dialogue. My way, which I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just saying what works for me. My way is talking back to it. Like, when it says, like, you can't do it, I say, I can do it. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. And I keep repeating it until I feel it. You know what I'm saying? And I overshadow that negative energy, you know what I'm saying, that has been knocked inside of me from society. You know what I'm saying? One way to do it is meditating, writing out your feelings, and not to beat up yourself. Keep working, keep going. You're gonna have to either ignore it, because after a while it will shut up, it will quiet down, but consistency definitely does turn that negative dialogue off. And if it comes back on, just keep going, and later on down in your journey, you will figure out what works specifically for you, no matter if it's talking back or ignoring it, hopping into action. But definitely don't want that negative chatter, because you might have people outside of you, family, friends, co-workers, that are going to try to drop their little opinions about your choices. Don't let that get to you. Simple fact, because that's their limited beliefs. People really, they may say they want what's best for you, but they don't really want to see you doing better than them. So if they feel like they can't do something or if they can't achieve a certain goal, they're going to think the same thing for you too. And they're going to try to stop you. So don't let that bug you down. Push that negative chatter to the back. Alright? Tip number 5. Do not put your energy into what you do not have. Instead, put your energy towards what it would be like to have it. In other words, if you want to make more income, instead of saying, oh, I don't have money, I'm broke, oh, I need money, instead, like the past tips, put your energy into what it already have. Like, you really need to step in a place that you already have it. Like, yes, we know, logically speaking, you don't have it. You're still making minimum wage. But you need to put your energy into you already making whatever X amount of dollars you want to make. Take broke out of your vocabulary. Stop telling people you're broke. I'm not saying like fake it till you make it or lie. You know, you don't have to tell anybody, which I think that's the best way to go. Don't tell anyone what's in your, they don't even know about your finances. Trust me, once they figure out you're making money, they're gonna be begging for it anyway. So keep that to yourself. But, don't tell yourself like, oh, I can't afford this. Like, no. Tell yourself, when I can afford this, I'm gonna get it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put this in my wish list, on Amazon, I'll get that later. Not today, but I'm coming for you. I'm coming, Simple fact, because when you're saying I'm broke, I don't have enough for it, your subconscious mind reads that. The universe reads that, and when you tell it that, they're gonna give you more brokenness. They're gonna give you more lack. You know what I'm saying? So instead, tell yourself you're wealthy, you're rich, or whatever you are trying to obtain, no matter if it's a relationship or a certain car or house. Put yourself there. Don't complain or stress too much about your current situation, because if you complain about it, you stress about it, you're constantly in the mind state of lack. Guess what you're bringing for yourself in the future? More lack, and more stress. That's why you see some people that are constantly like in this same little rat reel. They always have the same problems or some sort of problems all throughout their life. Simple fact, because their mind frame is constantly, oh, I'm going through so much. Oh no, blah 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 blah. I don't even just thinking like that gives me a headache. But when you keep yourself in that same mindset, you're going to keep experiencing things to keep you in that mind frame. So be careful with that. I see it happen a lot, and you gotta stop that. You gotta break it. If you want to break through your, plateau or whatever glass ceiling you over, you have to really stop focusing on the negative and focus on the positive. You're up, you're breathing, and you're alive watching this right now. That's something to celebrate, So stop doing that, please. Tip number 6. This goes along with tip number 5. Have gratitude. Gratitude is a must. In order to fruitfully live and be happy, you have to have gratitude, because again, you focus on the negative, you're going to get back negative. But if you focus on the positive, you're going to bring in more positivity into your life. It doesn't matter if it's something small. Like I said before, you're breathing right now watching this video. That's something to celebrate. So round of applause for you. I don't personally know who's watching this, therefore I don't know personally what you have in your life, but for example, what I have to be grateful for: I have a roof over my head. I love the house that I just moved into. I'm very grateful for it. I have a car to get me from point A to point B. I'm very grateful for it. I have a beautiful son. I'm grateful for him. Just little stuff. I may not be at the weight I want to be right now, but hey, I'm working on it, and I got me a good workout yesterday, and I know my body is, it's a little sore right now, therefore, it's slimming down. I'm grateful for that. I got cold water in my refrigerator. I'm grateful for that. Just be grateful for anything and everything. Focus on that. Now, tip number 7, which is very, very, very important. I feel like without tip number 7, you won't be able to really manifest what you want in your life. It's a lot of people that says they've tried to manifest, but they think it's baloney because it's not working for them. Tip number 7, I believe this is why it's not working for you. You need to raise your energy, prana, frequency, vibration, however you want to call it. You need to raise that. Seriously. To be honest on how to raise that, that's a video on its own, but I will give you some quick tips in order to raise it. Tip number 1 on number 7, you need to exit out all your habitual bad habits, whatever that may be. I don't know you, so I can't tell you, but you know yourself. You know what you're doing. For an example of myself, I can spoil myself a little too much. I love cat naps. I like to take naps. However, that is counterproductive with me wanting to be a successful entrepreneur. You can't really take cat naps throughout the day when you have all these projects and blueprints and whatnot to work on. And truth be told, all those cat naps is dragging down my energy. It just makes me sluggish. I don't wake up energized. I just wake up like, I just need 15 more minutes. I'm more tired usually from my cat nap than I was before going to sleep. So if you're wanting to lose weight, you got a dream body that you want to obtain, Of course, you're going to want to get rid of all those sugary snacks and sweets and, whatever that may be. You know yourself, you might want to sit down and really write down your goal of what you need to attain and really take some introspect and look at what you're doing in your life that's stopping you from getting that goal. What toxic habit do you have? We all have them. We're human, we're all in this meat bag. So yeah, that part. Also, you're going to want to get rid of negative people. We all vibrate. We all have our own frequency. The thing is, we're all not in a bubble. When we have someone into our lives or in our bubble, we're bouncing and trading frequency, and whoever's more powerful is the one that's just rubbing on the other person. AKA, if you're around a negative person, what they're saying is getting to you. They're dragging your energy lower, and you need that person out of your life, like ASAP. No matter if you're trying to manifest or not, get them out of your life ASAP. No one's worth the headache in this day and age. Get them out of your life. Seriously. If they're constantly gossiping, talking bad about someone, throwing shade to you, all that, we all know toxic people, low vibrating people. We all know them. Get rid of them. Plain and simple. I don't care if it's your best friend. I don't care if it's an associate. I don't care how long you know them. I don't care. Trust me, you keep them around, they're going to keep dragging you down. And trust me, you can't want something for someone else. Because I know some of you guys are watching this and you may have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, a lover or whatever, and they're dragging you down. Let them go. Unless they want to go on the journey with you and they want to, they want the same things you want, work together. But most people that are vibrating low, you can't tell them anything. They're not the one in the wrong. If anything, it's you. You're the problem, and you need to get over it. Get them out of your life. Seriously. I'm not here to be a relationship coach, But I'm just saying, you know, get away from them, because they're gonna, as you rise up, they're gonna want to pull you down more and more, and you don't need that in your life. And again, get rid of limiting beliefs. You need to know that past the sky's the limit for you. Anything is possible. You know, I'm not saying you can get up here and fly into the air, but hey, there's ways around that. Your physical body may not go, but hey. Anyway, that's another video for another day. But you need to know that all possibilities are infinite. I don't care what type of family you were born into. I don't care what happened into your past. I don't care about your current situation. Just know the possibilities are infinite for you, and it's up to you to pull them down to you. Trust me. There is no limit, okay? I don't even like that saying the sky's the limit, because you know, even there you gotta bust through that ozone. So, you know, just know the limit is infinite. It'll keep on growing as long as you're growing with it. Well, those are my 7 tips for manifesting your heart's desires. I personally use these tips myself, and I manifest what I want into my life. I am truly blessed. Some people will look at me and think I'm doing witchcraft, but it really do work. It really does. Like, put all 7 of these tips into your life and give yourself at least 3 months to see improvement, because this is not an overnight thing. This culture, I'm not gonna end this in the rant, but this culture just wants everything popcorn ready made. You can make a chicken shack in 5 minutes, but in order to build that skyscraper, it is going to take some time, especially if you want to do things like become a millionaire. Like, come on. Unless, hey, who knows, maybe it's meant for you to go to the casino, or the lucky lottery ticket. Congratulations. But come on, let's look at this realistically. It's going to take some years, and you need to learn how to celebrate every single step of the way in your life. You may see some changes tomorrow, you may see some changes in 2 years, but you need to celebrate every single step, okay? Be grateful. Don't forget that. Be grateful. Watch this video again if you have to. Write down these 7 tips if you have to. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put them down in the description box. Write them down. Make it your mantras for the night. Seriously. Follow them, and I promise you, you will attract what you desire in your life. And be careful. That saying, be careful for what you wish for, is very true. So really think about your goal. Be realistic. And I promise you will attract it into your life. Well, I'll be seeing you guys next week. Bye.